Everybody, this is the stranger found this and posted it to Deep State Watchdogs. Um, but the link in the description of this video is to my live stream that got taken down off of Mr. Mission Control 2.0 yesterday. And it was really weird because they said they took it down, but when I went back and checked, I was just on accident. I thought it had been taken down and was gone. It was still up, and that was kind of weird because I had tried to repost it last night with the little bug they've got that allows you to schedule older videos while you're on a strike. Like that's what got my main channel taken down when I did that last time. But anyway, this is the audio for the Dark Winter, and if you missed the live stream about the aluminum bromide entity, then you'll need to click that link in the description. It'll take you to my Twitch, where you might want to explore all the rest of those videos and catch up, if you haven't. If you're new, and followed me over here to this backup channel from my main one. So I will leave this video link explaining that I will be on this channel, my Not Your Father's Country channel, for the next couple weeks. And that I've got 2 strikes on that Mr. Mission Control 2.0 channel. So just be prepared for it to go down anytime after I come back, Just depends on how much activism truth I have to do against the mandated you-know-what. So the big news of the story Stranger wanted me to tell all you guys was that they have told the U.S. military servicemen that if they don't get the you-know-what, that they will fine them back pay for the millions of dollars it cost for their training. Now, as you all know, when you go into the military, the government foots the bill for a lot of your training. Okay, and that is kind of said compensation for you basically forfeiting your life for the country by enrolling in the military and doing everything they tell you to do. So a lot of that gets paid back, and a lot of it's it's free floated money. It's just an assumed cost that the government takes on. But they are now saying that they are going to fine or charge the servicemen if they deny the mandate and resign, or they leave, or if they're made to leave because they won't comply basically or follow orders. I don't consider this to be a fucking order. This is genocide on a whole nother level. There isn't a movie or a book out there that can truly describe what's going on right now, and that can replicate what's going on. There's been a lot of outlandish, crazy stuff out there, but I think reality is more crazier than fiction, because it takes reality for you to imagine things into, and then we're manifesting all this. We've manifested all this shit, and I'll get into that in a live stream, maybe tonight. Hopefully I can kick out a live stream later, but I've kind of forfeited my resting time, my nap time, and in the middle of the day earlier, and I need to get a wink or two in before I do a live stream. So that's what I'm going to do after but I just, I can't, you know, I can't set shit down. I can't set nothing down, and he quit paying attention for, you know, 5 minutes. So I fucking, I had to post this. I had to re-record this and post this for you guys, because I think it, you know, they're talking about the dark winter. Trump throws it around, Biden tosses it around, you know, and you hear all these people saying, telling the story about there was an exercise, but here's the official audio file recording of it on YouTube, of course, and then I've got the closed captions turned on, so you'll be able to read it if you're hearing impaired or whatever. And I know a lot of my veteran buddies are hearing impaired, and they just assume read something as to let their wife overhear it and hear her bitching, or their mother, or whatever. In my case, my mother bitches every time she hears me playing something loud or me talking loud. And so I'm out in the backyard getting some exercise, talking to you guys here, so I can't do it in the house. That's another reason why I kind of curtailed my live streams, is because I just been, you know, I get so much encouragement from you guys out there, but here at home, it's the reverse. It's like a fucking war. You know it is. So no, the town and everything here, Rogers, you know, the Walmart headquarters territory. It's fucking utopia, but everything's really all right. Anyway, I'm gathering donations for a corner desk for my room, so I can put my computer on it and get off this fucking dresser I'm on that is causing me a lot of pain, and for my neck and back to go out when I'm fucking trying to work on my computer. And if I had a corner desk, I'd be able to get a lot more content out there and operate my apps and stuff that I need to. And you know, I could be pumping out a lot of music and tracks and frequency meditations and stuff like that to help push the perceptual awareness over the threshold to the point where we can overcome. You know, there's this guy, I watched this video last night. I'm going to get a hold of him, but the algorithm sent it to me, and you know, I talk about jumping in and out of the perceived simulation we're in, and it happened to me again last night. And it was this video about manifestation, basically. And he was going off of his prior video about William Shatner and how we have manifested William Shatner to go to space, but he actually didn't go to space. You know, it was all bullshit. So, you know, what I know I can do with frequencies, what I know now, what I can do if I have enough time to experiment with it, just with simple audio frequencies, not anything fancy plasma electromagnetic tubes like they're using for Tesla technology, but just with a couple speakers and the right formulation of frequencies, I believe I could push people's assemblage point over the threshold to where we can all manifest out of this fucking timeline that we're careening straight towards what, you know, Christians call the revelations and the rapture and all that shit. You know, there's a lot of us that don't want that to happen for, you know, said reasons, namely our children and the propagation of our genome and our species that we kind of would like to hold on to, you know. But if it means having to evolve beyond this dimensionality, beyond this physical realm, you know, then that might have to be the case to escape what's I guess could be inevitable. There might not be any escape in this. What's happening? The series of events that are playing out and that are going to play out might not be avoidable no matter what timeline you're in. According to the Looking Glass Project, according to Alice to the Looking Glass. And Alice is still in operation over at CERN. She's a program. Eleanor, Alice, those are all fucking DARPA programs, guys, that CERN's running, okay? Don't let them fool you with their science. We are not trusting the science right now because it has not worked out in the past. It always changes par the scientific fucking method. You know, you're always stepping back into that fucking laboratory trying to fucking fix shit or change it or evolve your current theory on or hypothesis on something, you know, or gain of function, something that's already just totally fucking obscenely deadly. That, you know, what do you want to do? Destroy the fabric of space-time and everything in it, and the entire fucking universe? For what? For what fucking purpose? I mean, even these people, these entities themselves will be destroyed by the things that are going to happen. I wanted to let you know that, guys. I had to get that out before this. I know some of you are like, oh, get on with the Dark Winter thing. But it's 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Thanks for holding on and listening to me rant. I know, I mean, I get down on myself, but people tell me, Mission, you know, Joe, fucking, we want to hear you talk, dude. We want to hear you talk. We don't really care about the fucking 10-minute techno intro and the news reports and everything. We want to hear what you think, because, you know, you make a lot of sense, they tell me. So, you know, I take the time out to drop you 12 minutes of me before the 8 minutes of this. So that'll be about, you know, around 20-25 minutes. I'm sure I'll have something to say afterwards. Goddamn, guys, it's been a fucking ride. It's been fucking a ride. You know, this whole jumping in and out of the simulation thing, or what I call jumping in and out of the simulation. It's really experiencing synchronicity on a new level of awareness. You know, and just me coming off of my antipsychotic, and everything's a lot more vibrant and fucking I enjoy myself a lot more, and I could really put things down for a minute, you know, like taking a break from live stream. And when beforehand I couldn't fucking do that. I couldn't put it down, you know. And now, during that time of my life where I've accumulated so much space on the internet, so much fucking breathing room, you know, where I can go, if I'm shut down here, I'm everywhere else, you know what I mean? Just in redundancy. My internet redundancy is so fucking unbelievable. I don't even know all my fucking I don't even know. I have no fucking idea how many I got. The ones I'm active on, you know, and there's several, but Monograph doesn't even have the fucking internet redundancy that I do. I guarantee your ass that. He might have his Illuminati website, you know. He might trump me on websites he can go to for himself, but I guarantee he doesn't fucking trump me on social media and video vlogging sites. That's for goddamn sure. I'd be surprised if anybody has been so eclectic and neurotic about jumping on every fucking platform he finds and upload a few things and just leaving them there, you know what I mean? So, under various names other than Mr. Mission Control and Ozark's Patriot and Zorstar, and, you know, So here we go. Here we go. Dark Winter. Here we go.
Operation Dark Winter was the code name for a senior-level bioterrorist attack simulation conducted from June 22 to Euro 23, 2001. It was designed to carry out a mock version of a cover and widespread smallpox attack on the United States. Tara O'Toole and Thomas Inglesby of the Johns Hopkins Center for Civilian Biodefense Strategies / Center for Strategic and International Studies, and Randy Larson and Mark Demier of Analytic Services were the principal designers, authors, and controllers of the Dark Winter project. Dark Winter was focused on evaluating the inadequacies of a national emergency response during the use of a biological weapon against the American populace. The exercise was solely intended to establish preventive measures and response strategies by increasing governmental and public awareness of the magnitude and potential of such a threat posed by biological weapons. Dark Winter's simulated scenario involved an initial localized smallpox attack on Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with additional smallpox attack cases in Georgia and Pennsylvania. The simulation was then designed to spiral out of control. This would create a contingency in which the National Security Council struggles to determine both the origin of the attack as well as deal with containing the spreading virus. By not being able to keep pace with the disease's rate of spread, a new catastrophic contingency emerges in which massive civilian casualties would overwhelm America's emergency response capabilities. The disastrous contingencies that would result in the massive loss of civilian life were used to exploit the weaknesses of the U.S. healthcare infrastructure and its inability to handle such a threat. The contingencies were also meant to address the widespread panic that would emerge and which would result in mass social breakdown and mob violence. Exploits would also include the many difficulties that the media would face when providing American citizens with the necessary information regarding safety procedures. Summary of findings. According to UPMC's Center for Health Security, Dark Winter outlined several key findings with respect to the United States healthcare system's ability to respond to a localized bioterrorism event. An attack on the United States with biological weapons could threaten vital national security interests. In addition to the possibility of massive civilian casualties, Dark Winter outlined the possible breakdown in essential institutions, resulting in a loss of confidence in government, followed by civil disorder, and a violation of democratic processes by authorities attempting to restore order. Shortages of vaccines and other drugs affected the response available to contain the epidemic, as well as the ability of political leaders to offer reassurance to the American people. This led to great public anxiety and flight by people desperate to get vaccinated, and it had a significant effect on the decisions taken by political. In addition, Dark Winter revealed that a catastrophic biowarfare event in the United States would lead to considerably reduced U.S. strategic flexibility abroad. Current organizational structures and capabilities are not well suited for the management of a biowarfare attack. Dark Winter revealed that major fault lines exist between different levels of government, between government and the private sector, among different institutions and agencies, and within the public and private sector. Leaders are unfamiliar with the character of bioterrorist attacks, available policy options, and their consequences. Federal and state priorities may be unclear, differ, or conflict. Authorities may be uncertain, and constitutional issues may arise. For example, state leaders wanted control of decisions regarding the imposition of disease containment measures, the closure of state borders to all traffic and transportation, and when or whether to close airports. Federal officials, on the other hand, argued that such issues were best decided on a national basis to ensure consistency and to give the president maximum control of military and public safety assets. Leaders in states most affected by smallpox wanted immediate access to smallpox vaccine for all citizens of their states, but the federal government had to balance these requests against military and other national priorities. State leaders were opposed to federalizing the National Guard, which they were relying on to support logistical and public supply needs, while a number of federal leaders argued that the National Guard should be federalized. There is no surge capability in the U.S. healthcare and public health systems, or in the pharmaceutical and vaccine industries. The exercise was designed to simulate a sudden and unexpected biowarfare event for which the United States healthcare system was unprepared. In the absence of sufficient preparation, Dark Winter revealed that the lack of sufficient vaccine or drugs to prevent the spread of disease severely limited management options. Due to the institutionally limited surge capacity of the American healthcare system, hospitals quickly became overwhelmed and rendered effectively inoperable by the sudden and continued influx of new cases, exacerbated by patients with common illnesses who feared they might have smallpox, and people who were otherwise healthy, but concerned about their possible exposure. The challenges of making correct diagnoses and rationing scarce resources, combined with shortages of healthcare staff, who were themselves worried about becoming infected or bringing infection home to their families, imposed a huge burden on the healthcare system. The simulation also noted that while demand was highest in cities and states that had been directly attacked, by the time victims became symptomatic, they were geographically dispersed, with some having traveled far from the original attack site. The simulation also found that without sufficient surge capability, public health agencies' analysis of the scope, source and progress of the epidemic was greatly impeded, as was their ability to educate and reassure the public, and their capacity to limit casualties in the spread of disease. For example, even after the smallpox attack was recognized, decision-makers were confronted with many uncertainties and wanted information that was not immediately available. Without accurate and timely information, participants found it difficult to quickly identify the locations of the original attacks. To immediately predict the likely size of the epidemic on the basis of initial cases. To know how many people were exposed. To find out how many were hospitalized and where. Or to keep track of how many had been vaccinated. Dealing with the media will be a major immediate challenge for all levels of government. Dark Winter revealed that information management and communication will be a critical element in crisis consequence management. For example, participants worried that it would not be possible to forcibly impose vaccination or travel restrictions on large groups of the population without their general cooperation. To gain that cooperation, the President and other leaders in Dark Winter recognized the importance of persuading their constituents that there was fairness in the distribution of vaccine and other scarce resources, that the disease containment measures were for the general good of society, that all possible measures were being taken to prevent the further spread of the disease, and that the government remained firmly in control despite the expanding epidemic. Should a contagious bioweapon pathogen be used, containing the spread of disease will present significant ethical, political, cultural, operational, and legal challenges. In Dark Winter, some members advised the imposition of geographic quarantines around affected areas, but the implications of these measures were not clearly understood at first. In the end, it is not clear whether such draconian measures would have led to a more effective interruption of disease spread. What's more, allocation of scarce resources necessitated some degree of rationing, creating conflict and significant debate between participants representing competing interests. Key participants. In popular culture, Tom Clancy's The Division, a video game inspired by Dark Winter. See also, 2001 Anthrax attacks. References. External links. Operation Dark Winter, shining light on a Euro-OE Dark Winter or a Euro-local response to a national threat, preventing a Euro-OE Dark Winter or a Euro-CNN, Dark Winter and lack of USA preparedness, Dark Winter teaches bioterror lessons, Dark Winter at Sourcewatch.
Alright, you guys were in the pot. You guys were in the flower pot there. Let me flip over here real quick.
Operation Dark with a code name for a senior level bioterrorist attack simulation.
Somebody put theirs on slow motion. Yeah. So, whatever. I hope this is recording my camera like it usually does. So, we know they've done exercises to prepare for many things, and one exercise I'm going to be doing a search for on my live stream tonight. If I oversleep in my nap, because I'm taking a late nap, I know it's almost bedtime anyway. So if I oversleep my nap and I don't get the live stream out until tomorrow, that's okay, because not everybody knows that I'm not on my main channel, and the video that went up on my main channel when I was coming back to live streaming and ready to come back and play at the table, you know, after all these people joined up on the channel from these other big channels like Israeli News Live. Shout out to Steve Benoon over there. Shout out to Monograph. Thanks for mentioning me finally, because I do like to record your stuff and the good stuff when I catch it and put it on, you know, like BitChute and Odyssey and Rumble and you know, to get the information out there. It's not the people themselves individually that are carrying the information that's special. It's the information that's coming out of the ether, that's coming out of the Akashic records, that's reverberating through time and space and manifesting through, you know, photogenesis and stuff into our consciousnesses and our mass subconscious and unconscious. We're all taking this in, and one of those items happens to be the whole alien invasion simulation, fucking hijacking our consciousness and our DNA, and us trying to manifest out of this like we know other species on this planet have done before we showed up or were created or were manipulated into being, let's say, okay, genetically altered into what we are now. And we know about Cro-Magnon and you know, Neanderthals and all that. They were big, tall, upright creatures. They're not the hunched over guy that they found that had arthritis and was 80 years old, that they show in the pictures, hunched over. No, it wasn't like that. These people that lived millions of years before us and stuff, and whatever was here before us, they are what's called breakaway civilizations. They broke away. They evolved out of this fourth dimensional realm we're in. And some of them might be what we're seeing flying around, but I believe those are different creatures or entities than what was here and migrated. God knows where they went, you know, somewhere unattainable at this time to us with our current understanding, perception of reality and our technology. So we have to break through that barrier, like we broke the sound barrier, guys. You know what I mean? And this one gentleman, I found a channel last night, and I'm going to be trying to make contact with him when I have time. I've got all these people that I've, you know, that I like to inform, but it really doesn't matter if the information doesn't get out there to everybody, you know, that is able to access it, or that doesn't get on multiple platforms and it's concreted there for as long as the internet's up, you know, as long as these records are storable and preservable, and people and things and whatever has access to it, because we're going to be a whatever. We don't know if we allow things or if we remain complacent to what's going on right now, guys. 10, 20, 30 years from now, there won't be this here with 4 arms and 2 arms and 2 legs and 5 fingers and toes, 2 eyes and a mouth and 2 ears and a brain. You know, it's good. that humanoid is going to be totally different according to what we already know is being forced upon us in a dystopian prison sex like fucking scene that you would watch on psychedelics, you know, at a drive-in movie camp out, bonfire, party, graduation party. You know, come on, we can extrapolate many things, and we'll just keep on adding to the maddening definition of what the fuck we're fucking witnessing here, guys. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Fucking Biden, right? The three Bidens, the 3 or 4 Bidens, right? And the time-traveling Trump, right? And me. How about me? You guys don't even know who the fuck I am. You guys are gonna wait. I'm kind of like the Pied Piper and fucking the Jolly Green Giant and fucking a leprechaun and a fucking, let's see, Gandalf and see a dragon, and kind of all these things kind of mixed into one manifestation here that's starting to have a little difficult time with its body that it occupies. So it's enacting certain protocols that have been drawn out and practiced for many thousands of eons. Thousands of eons. I don't tell you guys this stuff very lightly, because sooner or later they'll figure out what I'm talking about, and they'll want to come and find out for themselves. But, you know, they might just be too afraid of what they'll find. So I really don't think anybody's going to show up anytime soon. And to tell you the truth, I'm really not too scared about it. That'd just mean the quicker I fucking get out of here, because this pain sucks, you know. And I'm not really in a whole lot of pain. I just don't like it. I had pain my whole life, fucking manual labor, working for fucking 5 cents to buy a soda so I have energy to work some more. You know what I mean? Fuck this world, man. Fuck these people. Fuck these entities. Fuck this shit. It ain't what it appears to be, y'all. And as the sun sets, that big old bright thing in the sky, I'm gonna go try and rest my thoughts and you know, just things, man, things, shit. I hope this video finds you well, and I hope you're able to attend many more of them as long as I can do them. As long as whatever it is allows me to keep going. So, from my backyard to yours, and the neighbors' open kitchen windows, I'm sure they're tired of listening to me fucking rant in the backyard all the time. My mom keeps telling me, somebody's gonna get tired of you fucking talking loud, and they're gonna do something. I mean, what the fuck are they gonna do? What the fuck are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Stick me? Shoot me? I don't think so. You guys have an excellent night. If you don't catch the live stream, don't know if really I'm really prepared. You know what I did earlier is I downloaded a bunch of ship trackers because of the whole cargo ship thing. I want to find out exactly how many of the supercargos, where they're at, where they're from, who they're associated with, and who they're buddy pals with. And that's going to take looking through a bunch of these ship tracker apps. I got like 30 of them I fucking downloaded in BlueStacks from Google Play on my computer. So yeah, it filled up along with all the other shit I fucking downloaded. I zoned out, started downloading shit. So it's going to take me a while to clean up my desktop and get everything arranged and deleted and back to where I could fucking navigate the goddamn thing, because it's all the way off the screen, and I had to zoom it out, zoom it in, and it went haywire on me. I had to shut the computer down, and I haven't fucked with it since. And I was about ready to go live when I was doing that. When I closing it out, I was gonna go live, and fucking, oh shit, I forgot I just downloaded 100 fucking apps, and my screen was already pretty much full, you know. So I got a bunch of shit on there I'll never use, but you know, I gotta clean it up before I'm able to even find all my fucking buttons. So you guys just bear with me. I know sometimes it's an ordeal, but it'll pay off in the long run, I guarantee you. Stick with the program here. Stay tuned, motherfuckers. Mr. Mission Control's out of here.